Hello everybody, this is a tutorial on how to set up your Weebly website for our language arts class and the different web pages that you will need to set up in order to complete all the assignments for our class. So the first thing that you need to do to sign up for your Weebly account is to go to www.weebly.com right here, and you will need to go ahead and enter your full name, your email address, and your password. The most important thing is to immediately write down your password so that you don't forget it in the future. And then you sign up. It's going to ask you to verify that you're a human being. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is enter a title for your website. So I am going to just put Brian's portfolio. And it's going to ask for type of site and come down here and click education. Category, you can put any, but I would put teacher because hopefully you'll continue using this portfolio after you've graduated from UNCC and you're in classroom. Click continue. Okay, so you're going to see an option that pops up that looks like this. And what you want to do is pick the top option, which is use the subdomain of Weebly.com. That way, that option is a free option. If you pick this one or the one below, those are pay options, and I do not want you to have to pay for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a subdomain Weebly.com option, and then you're going to have to plug in a couple different options to see if those particular web domains are available. So I'm going to try Brian's portfolio. That one's taken, so I can't use that one. Then I'm going to try Brian Kissel's portfolio. That one's available, but I don't know if I like the S in there, so I'm going to try this one, btkissel.weebly.com, and that one's available, so I'm going to take that one. And so by taking that one, by writing down btkissel.weebly.com, that is going to be your web address. So immediately write that address into your daybook, because that is going to be the address that you're going to give to me or to give to other people when I ask you what your Weebly address is. So mine's going to be http://btkissel.weebly.com. And I'm going to click continue. Okay, so what it's doing right now is it is creating my page. Okay, so now we get to start constructing our different websites. So the first thing that I want to do is pick a background that I like. And to do that, what you're going to do is go over to Design, which is at the top here. You click Design, and then you have a variety of different choices to pick for your background design. I'm going to pick this one right here. Okay. And so there's my background design. It's as simple as that. The next thing I want to do is I want to create all the different pages that you're going to need for our language arts class. So to do that, it's simple. All you do is come over here to Pages, and what these are going to do is create different links. So I'm going to add a page. I already have a home page that's already created for me. So my next page is going to be my goals page. Okay. And then I just click Save Settings. So that's going to create, as you can see over here, a goals page, a link. So when I click on that, that will take me to my goals page. Okay. I'm going to keep adding other pages. So I'm going to come up to Pages, click it, go over here to Add Page. this page is going to be my clinical report page. Okay. Then all I do is come down here, save settings, and there it is. See it right here. Okay, the next page is going to be add a page. I'm going to click multi-genre project reflection. Okay, then I'm going to save settings. Added it right there. And the last page I'm going to add, I'm going to come up here to pages, add a page, and this is going to be my portfolio. Let me say my reflective portfolio. I'm going to save it, and then it's added actually under more. So because I want to actually show all 5 pages, I kind of don't like this format. So what I'm going to do is come back up here to design and find a different design that will show all my different pages without showing the more page. So let me just kind of click around and look here to see if I see a page that I like better. I think I'm going to pick this one right here. Okay, and so what this has done is it's now loaded my different pages here on this side, and then you can see all 5 of my pages. Okay? So now I've set up all 5 of the pages that I need for my Language Arts Weebly site. So now what I'm going to do is start adding stuff to those pages. So on my home page, if I click on my home page, one of the things that I want to add to my home page, I'm going to come over here to Elements, and I want to do a paragraph with a picture because what I want to do is say a little bit about myself. So what that will so all you do is you come over here, I'm clicking down with my mouse and I'm just dragging it down, and then I'm letting go of my mouse, and it will add that image onto the page. So I'm going to come over here and it says click here to edit. So if I click with my mouse on the picture, I can search my computer for an image file to upload to that page. So I'm just going to click to upload a file. I'm going to come over here to my photos. I use a Mac, so for Mac users the same thing will show up. I'm not quite sure what will show up for PCs, but I'm guessing one of your I'm guessing your My Pictures folder will pop up. I'm going to come over here to events because I have maybe I'll do a picture of my crazy family. So let's see here. Let me pick this one because this is pretty much what my family looks like. Chaos. Okay, and see, there it is. It's added to my page. And so what I can do is click, I can type in, and then over here I can type in some things about myself. Okay, and so you can go on and on. Just the home page really is supposed to be a page that kind of tells us a little bit about yourself. Okay, and then the big thing to always remember is to constantly come back up here and click publish, because that's going to save your work for you. So when I click publish, a menu like this will show up, and all you do is click continue. Okay, you want to just continue using this free website. And so you just click continue, and that's all. And then it just says up here, website published, and and there's your web address. Okay, and all you have to do is click off. The reason why, when I click publish again, the reason why this keeps popping up is because they're trying to get you to buy this. but I don't want to pay for it. I already have a website for free. Okay. So you just click this X button over here and click it off. Okay. So there's my home page. Let me show you a couple other different features that you can add. Um, One thing that I use quite a bit is if you come over here to the More menu, I use this divider quite a bit. If you just drag it down, you'll see it makes a nice line that divides, it divides the top section with the bottom section. This really comes in handy when you're creating your clinical report page. So let me just go ahead and create this clinical report page, just a simple kind of a layout for it. One thing I'm going to do is come over here and click entry number 1. This is your observation and reflection. And so here, if you come down here, you're going to type your observation. You might upload a photo. You might scan the notes that you took of the observation, and you might upload that scan. So for example, let me just kind of show you what I'm thinking of here. Let's say you took notes about your observation in your daybook, and what you want to do is use those notes to show that you did your observation. And so you might just scan it and add the picture here, and then over here write your reflection. Okay. And remember, your reflection needs to describe, analyze, and somehow transform by saying what you've learned. Okay? What have you learned as a future teacher? Describing as you're just saying, what happened during the observation. Analyze is what do you think of what you saw, and transform is what have you learned as a future teacher because of this. Okay, and so let me just play around here a little bit. And so I've added my picture, I've added my reflection, and then I want to do entry number 2. So I'm just going to come over here to More, put my divider down here, and then come back up here to Basic, and then I'm going to do entry number 2, which is document collection. Again, I might scan, upload a photo, and then reflect over on this side. Okay. So you're going to just go down this page and do entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, entry 4, entry 5. For me, as a teacher, as a viewer, I think it's much easier for you to put all 5 on one page, because I think it just makes it easier to see and view as a reader. The less I have to click on stuff to find things, that I think the better. Okay. And remember, you're going to come up here to publish every time you add something, just to make sure you save it. Okay, so now it's published. So if I want to go look at my site, this is what it's going to look like. So if somebody comes up and types in your website, your Weebly website address, this is what they're going to see. There are lots of other things to kind of play around with. Let me show you how you can get rid of something. Let's say I don't want this double title thing. You just come over here and you kind of hover over with your mouse, and then you can delete this element. Okay. And so I'm just going to type entry number 1 here. This is observation and reflection. Okay. So remember, you're going to do that for entry 1 through 5.